Hey, how's it going? So, this video is another little rant, I suppose. Anyway, I'll get straight into it. On Instagram, we all know, or the majority of people who use Instagram know that Instagram influencers, or at least those who appear to be influencers or some sort of mentor for whatever, life-changing stuff or business growth or whatever it is you want to do, they're all full of shit, right? Now, having known this for ages, so yeah, just recently I saw this really annoying post on Instagram. Well, I say annoying, it annoyed the fuck out of me. So it was I suppose it was supposed to be like a motivational get up and go, kick in the ass type of, here are half a dozen commandments for you to follow to improve your life. Take them, use them, do whatever, and your life will be better. Except, I think, all bar maybe one of them, are bullshit. So the title of the post was, there are only 3 months remaining of this year before 2023 comes. So do the following to change your life now. So, okay, great. It's almost like a call to action, like, come on, get on board, do these actions now, and you're going to have a better life when the next year comes, or at least as soon as you start taking action. So the first one is, stop watching porn, have sex. That is not a great opener, purely because I was just thinking from the perspective of someone who's not in a relationship and is not having the greatest luck on Tinder. You know, your only sort of route to goal there is something possibly quite illegal. So, yeah, step number 1, straight up bullshit. Number 2 says, stop drinking alcohol, lift daily. Now, that's one I can get behind. I go to the gym quite a lot, and I support the whole lift daily movement. But the stop drinking alcohol is very out of context. There's nothing wrong with enjoying 1 or 2 alcoholic beverages every now and then. I often have maybe 1 beer a week or so, which doesn't sound like much, but that's because I occasionally enjoy just having a beer. The context here should be for people who drink every fucking night or every fucking weekend to the point where they are mentally obliterated. They're the ones who should stop. So number 3 is stop watching news, read daily. Okay, yeah, the read daily one. Yeah, that's great advice. Only problem is, for someone like me who's a slow reader and not very fond of reading, it is what it is. I suppose you just need to get over it and read daily. Not that I don't have any books. I've got a ton of books. I love books, especially anything with useful information in. It's just I'm a slow reader, so it takes me a while getting through them. Maybe the advice there should be read 1 page a day. But yeah, the whole stop watching news thing, yeah, I can get behind that, because mainstream media news is full of lies and bullshit and stuff to infuriate you. Point number 4 says, don't stay up late, sleep 8 hours daily. 8 hours, that's a long time to be asleep. I often struggle sleeping 8 hours every night. I kind of get bored of it when I start waking up in the mornings. There's maybe 1 night a week that I'll sleep 8 hours, but mostly 6 hours does me fine. 7 hours at a push, 6 mostly, 5 occasionally. And the whole don't stay up late thing, again, that's bullshit. Like, if you're gonna start a side hustle or anything like that, the number 1 key really is staying up late and working on it when everyone else is asleep. That's the only spare time you have. So yeah, that one's just bogus. And then number 5 says stop feeling envy, work harder. Yeah, I mean, that it's a little out of context, but yeah, it makes sense. If you're feeling envious towards someone who is successful, I mean, appreciate the fact that they've probably worked their fucking ass off to get where they are. Unless, of course, they inherited $1 million from their father, White Goodman Sr. it goes without saying, work harder. The harder you work, the more success you'll have. And then the final point, number 6, says, quit your 9 to 5, start a business. Again, that is kind of good advice, but it's really bad advice at the same time. I've got nothing against starting your own business. I have done that. Problem is, you don't quit your day job and then start a business. You start a business in your spare time. You build it up. Like I said, if you start with a side hustle, you work when everyone else is asleep, because in no business can you literally go from quitting one job, starting a business, and then having enough money to support yourself straight away. It just doesn't happen. It doesn't work like that. It takes months, years to get to the point of actually being able to support yourself financially. So those are the 6 points and my opinions on them. Now the worst thing was at the bottom on the post itself, it said, if you're serious about changing your life, you must follow blah blah blah, and then it had the Instagram username. And then I looked at who actually posted it, and it's a different person. So someone has literally just copied it, posted it on without even wanting to reinterpret the whole post and recreate it for themselves and make original content. They are literally just screenshotting and pasting and forwarding on the bullshit. Jesus. So maybe point number 7 on here should be, stop listening to copycats on Instagram and be original, bitches.